here we go. We got Paperboy 64. Have you ever played this before?
I've never played Paperboy 64. I've played the NES Paperboy, but never this one.
What do you think of the graphics?
Well, the people look very weird. That's all I have
They
to
look like
say.
shit is what they look like. Alphaville.
All right, we'll start with that, yeah. New Paperboy.
There's your root.
Okay.
It's kind of like the same thing as the NES Paperboy.
It is.
Just deliver your papers, except now we're in 3D.
Ah, I see.
Shitty 3D.
Well, you know what? The NES one, it was a little bit of a 3D kind of thing going for it, because it's sort of at like a, you know.
Oh, it's like at an angle or
yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
And I always found the game to be pretty frustrating, but
Yeah.
I liked it though. It was a game I liked.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah, I used to just get mad at it a lot of times. You hold L and then this thing comes up. I guess it's not too bad, but it's not good. I always liked the idea of the Paperboy games because the two guys fighting. I always liked the mischievous kind of games where you could just do some, you know, damage. You just kind of you cause trouble. So I would always throw the newspapers into people's windows.
Have you gotten any newspapers into the mailbox yet? Oh, actually,
I can't tell what the mailboxes are.
Well, the blue, like there's one right there.
Oh.
You just got it, actually.
Okay.
Now, see, it says 2 out of 6.
Oh boy. But you know what? The NES version was kind of fun when you got a newspaper through a window.
Yeah. There's one coming up, see it? Right there. That. Yeah, you didn't hit it though.
I can't tell what I'm looking at, tell you the truth.
There's one right there. Okay, you got that.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe you don't have to actually throw it at the mailbox. I think you can just throw it at the house. Like maybe it's more points or something if you get it like in the mailbox. But
And I don't think they're all customers either. I think some of them are, you know.
Right. They're non-subscribers.
But there is something about it that's just anti-intuitive. It just doesn't.
Yeah. Well, that's why I remember hating it when I originally got it when I was a kid because just exactly what you're trying to explain. It's just there was something about it.
You can't really tell what everything is.
It's just kind of shitty.
It's kind of shitty, yeah. I think it's a lot to do with the graphics.
Well, the graphics are so blocky.
Really blocky.
I mean, N64 in general was pretty. Everything was like a polygon.
Yeah.
But this game in particular.
Well, they are going for some kind of art style, like to make it look a little weird.
Like cartoony.
Like I almost imagine it to be this like sort of Frankenweenie 1950s sort of you know, American neighborhood.
Looks like the neighborhood in Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, there you go, like something like that. It just has like a weird style, but
that one. There you go.
I think I missed it.
Yeah.
But it looks really shitty.
Look at that car.
Like the car, I like what they're trying to do. Like it's a weird looking car, but it's, you know, it's.
They didn't quite get it.
I would like to see it.
Like if they would have made this game for like a little bit later than this, it probably would. Like if this was for like GameCube or like Dreamcast.
And have they made any more Paperboy games?
I think after this one they gave up.
Really?
Because they were like, all right, well.
It would be pretty awesome to see one, you know, for Xbox One.
It's almost like at this point though, is just delivering papers in a video game like enough to make a whole game out of? Because you have a game like Grand Theft Auto 5 or something like that. It's almost like a side mission just to go like, deliver some papers.
You're right, yeah.
You know, it's kind of like...
That would be one part of the game.
Yeah, they can't even... I can't imagine like a whole game for like PS4 or Xbox One.
I just knocked a kid off of a tricycle or something. See, even knocking somebody down, it's not as fun as you'd think it would be. And I remember that being a big part of the NES game was just seeing how many things you could damage with the newspapers.
The NES game also had like good sound effects and like I can just hear that glass shattering in my mind.
Yeah.
Right now. And it's weird to think that like we're sort of praising the NES game over this.
Yeah.
But the NES game is not very good.
It was not. Alright, give it a try.
Yeah, I'll try it. Bonus one. These
what
are the fireflies.
Oh,
apparently.
fireflies.
They look more like golden coins.
Yeah, these are pretty big fireflies.
I think I got them all.
Oh, cool.
That's probably the easiest one since it's the first.
This one weird-looking Paperboy.
It's so fucking weird.
It's a moose taking a shit. I'm at least trying to figure out a way to have fun, like a way to just,
Fuck around.
goof off, but there isn't really much you can do. Like,
I liked when you hit the kid on the stroller.
I almost got a kid on a tricycle again, but
whatever.
But then it like curved and it made me go that way, so you can't even.
Yeah, that's what I hate. I wish they would just let you like go around however you want.
That's cool that he's delivering to a Halloween town. Well, they definitely came up with a lot more stages than in the NES one, because the NES one was just there's the Bride of Frankenstein.
This one's kind of cool.
Yeah, this actually is. It's a good idea, but it looks pretty shitty.
It's almost like basically get as close to the building as you can before throwing it.
Yeah.
That way you know you're gonna hit it.
Uh-huh.
Alright, only one more. If I can just get this. Alright. Boss level. Oh. How many Frankenstein parodies are there in the world?
Oh, in the world.
Like this is yet another Frankenstein parody.
I have no idea. It's just probably one of the most imitated characters of all time.
Yeah.
Well, they definitely tried some different things with Paperboy, I do have to say. Now you're like, you got a hunchback. The angle's terrible.
There you go.
This is a pretty shitty boss
Now,
fight.
where even did Frankenstein go? Oh, there he is.
Oh, well, I didn't know the Frankenstein monster would be in the game. That I'm definitely
I've never
surprised.
seen this before.
So when you had this game,
I didn't
as a
even
kid,
make it to this.
You didn't even
I thought it was so
Yeah.
shitty that I think I played the first 2 stages and was like, "Fuck this."
That was it. You just gave.
Yeah.
It was so bad. You just gave up.
All right, so that's what you got to try to knock out the electric things as quick as possible. That's what's going on.
By the way, look at what is going on in this scene. We have a room in a castle where there's a guy riding around on a bike. There's a hunchback going around on that thing. There's a Frankenstein monster and a scientist and all these electrical things going off. And his head does look like a butt head. Well, that's Paperboy 64.